Next step for what? Next step for what? Hello, 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 everyone coming in. Come in. Make sure you hit like and hit share, right? Like and hit share. I'm getting questions already. Can't even say hello to some people, right? So if you have questions, please elaborate in full detail on that, right? I deal with a lot of people. A lot of people have different names, different avatars. You don't have the same, name as whatever you do business with. So elaborate on your questions. Hello, everyone coming in. Hello, Gwen. Hello, Queen Gwen from Texas. Right. Hello, Annie. What I think about Ethereum, I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. I don't know what you think about Ethereum. What do I think about Ethereum? I think it's a great cryptocurrency, right? It's a smart contract cryptocurrency, and there is definitely one that I have in my portfolio, right? It's definitely a currency that I have in my portfolio. It's definitely a currency that I have in my portfolio. What do you think about Ethereum? Think it's a great cryptocurrency, right? Hello, Coach Patrice. Hello from Periscope. From Periscope, make sure you pump those hearts, right? Make sure that you pump those hearts, you share and invite your followers. Facebook and YouTube, hit the thumbs up, right? Let's invite people to the credit and cash flow room. I'm showing 95 people have joined in live for some reason and only have 4 thumbs up. So you all, sharing is caring. You're going to value the information, right? Please share. Please like and share, especially on Facebook as well. Make sure you like and you hit share. So let's go over this disclaimer, right? When you get into discussing cryptocurrency, I see there are a lot of people who want your opinion on different coins, right? And I'm not your financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. I come here to give education and information and research on the coins. You wouldn't believe, right, how many people make investments in coins and then you ask them what is the purpose of the function of the coin is, and they don't know, right? They just go with the private Facebook groups. Sometimes they go with the latest YouTube videos. Sometimes they don't do their due diligence or research. So, like for example, someone asked me what I thought about Ethereum. It's in my personal portfolio, but this is why, right? Everyone, yes, please hit the like button. It is free, right? It is free. The reason why I like Ethereum because it has worldwide access, right? Users use their own. As I might get ready to put my gloss on. They use their own data. Apps don't spy or steal information from you, and is no control, no company or person controls it in those smart contracts. Now, I also know about Ethereum that is Bitcoin's rivalry right now, right? Bitcoin's rivalry. And I don't know how true this is, but I've heard that it's actually backed by physical gold, right? There's other cryptocurrencies that I've heard is backed by physical gold. And so I also believe people in investing in financial education. If you are going to want to invest in any of these currencies, right, only 1% will survive and thrive. You should get educated on this. And this is why I have the Queen of Crypto report, right? you're going to put thousands into something, hundreds into something, at least be able to, on an elementary level, share the functionality of it. Share the functionality of it so that you can just have some idea that this is why. This is the why behind why I'm doing what I'm doing. And on that note, I want to share this article with you all. I thought it was very, very interesting. And informative from the educational perspective. So come in the credit and cash flow and crypto room, right? And definitely share this information and hit the thumbs up, because this is just not information, people. It's education, right? It's just not information, right? It's education. Always know the why behind what you're doing. I always know the why behind the what, right? I always know the why behind the what. So let me share my screen. Jesus, let me know how many thumbs up, or Gwen, let me know how many thumbs up that I have. You all get these thumbs up, right? World leaders pledge a great reset after the pandemic. This was January the 28th, right? 11 o'clock, 2021. So it's a recent article, a very recent article. And this is my why behind cryptocurrency as well, right? This is my why, because articles like this let me know that this is a global agenda. It's not just a United States agenda. And that the dollar, right, in 2023, you will no longer see, in my opinion, humble opinion, the rotation of what we call the dollar or cash, right? Everything is being kryptonized. I like that. Kryptonized, right? Kryptonized or dollarized from the cryptocurrency. So let me blow up this article. World leaders pledge a great reset after the pandemic. So throughout the digital platform, the forum's organizers nevertheless set out an agenda that's arguably more ambitious than before. Klaus Schwab, WEF, World Economic Forum, right? World Economic Forum founder and executive chairman invoked the need to help He invoked the need to provoke a great reset, right? Been coming before you all, telling you that it's a great reset on the way. 2021, 50 years, 50-year anniversary, 2021, in which the dollar became dead and it was removed off of the gold standard, right? It was removed off of the gold standard. So the 50-year anniversary, people, is this year, 2021. DTX, I will get on silver. You're right. Crash JP Morgan, buy silver. A lot of people looking at silver going to $1,000 an ounce. I prefer the physical, tangible silver, but I do have a Queen of Coins report, silver stacking report, that also lists the 7 highest silver mining stocks. So that's the next agenda. If you all have been keeping update of what's been going on with GameStop and Robinhood, right? Found out Robinhood was not for the hood, and everyday people attempting to trump millionaires, right? Or to reverse the game of doing what Wall Street has been doing to the middle class, right? For years. So they're reversing the game. So the C crisis has shown us that our old systems, right? I don't want to say the word because my video would get demonetized, but crisis has shown us that our old systems are not fit anymore, people, for the 21st century. He said in a podcast ahead of this week's event. What does that reset look like? Schwab and his colleagues are pushing the concept of stakeholder capitalism, an approach to business and economic policy making that looks beyond the interests of shareholders and towards the well-being of society. For many years, the WEF has embraced this sort of social conscious language, urging corporate leaders to be more politically minded and governments to better collaborate with private sectors, right, on development and projects and social program. So, in other words, this relates to that cryptocurrency is here to stay, and a lot of people are getting in at the foundation level that you can position yourselves to prosper during this pandemic and not be further pushed in poverty, right? At least 225 million jobs disappear. Now, let's listen to the language. I always tell you all to pay attention to the language. At least 225 million jobs, they said, disappeared. Why did these jobs disappear? Because it's transitioning into artificial intelligence, AI, a new world order, the fourth industrial revolution. We've always had industrial revolutionary shifts, right? First, it was agriculture, where farmers were prosperous. Then it moved when Henry Ford created the vehicles, and the oil became Rockefeller, and the oil, right? It became more of assembly lines, right? Industrial revolution took people out of the fields, put them on assembly lines for production technology, right? Now we are in the fourth world revolution, right? The third world revolution came in the oil industry as well, especially when the dollar was removed from the gold standard and it became debt, right? And now it was backed by the petrodollar, where we're shifting from oil into solar energy, green energy, right? Artificial intelligence, 5G Wi-Fi, RFID chips, right? RFID tags, self-driving vehicles, robots that do the jobs or that will replace humans. So a lot of these jobs are not going to be temporary unemployment or temporary layoffs. They are going to disappear, as this language tells you, and will never see these jobs again, right? Never to be replaced again. Losses, and this is 225 million. Losses were 4 times larger than what was exacted by the global finance crisis more than a decade ago. So they're doing this collectively, a global finance crisis, right? Separate found why the world's 1,000 richest people recouped their losses during the pandemics in a matter of months. But as this article states, it could take more than a decade for the world's poorest to recover from this economic impact. People, I'm going to put that in this comment so you all can see it and really get the impact of it, right? Again, the article states that the world's 1,000 richest people recoup their losses during this pandemic. You have Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, who shifted from being trillionaires to now billionaires, right, in a matter of months. But it said it could take more than a decade for the world's poorest to recover from this economic impact. That's just how big of a deal this is, people. More than a decade. A decade. So I'm going to share the link to this article as well in the comments, right? Um, so you can do your own research and do your due diligence. So that's the link, right? And so let's get into cryptocurrencies right now. There's a big buzz in the community, right? And again, I'm not your financial advisor. This is just to inform and educate you. You make your own financial decisions, right, at your own risk. And so I'm in this private Facebook group, and the Dogecoin is a big discussion in this group about Dogecoins, right? It says Dogecoins, millionaires hodl, which means hold on for dear life, right? And everything is about February the 5th in this group, February the 4th. Expecting the Dogecoin, right? A lot of people want to know where they can buy it today. Trying to find one of my the pictures I really love. I didn't see that picture, man. It had the dog just had a cigar in his mouth, burning of a $100 bill. That's one of my favorite pictures in the group. And what a lot of people don't know is why February the 4th, right? They just go along with it. But what a lot of people don't know is that cryptocurrency have something that's called CME futures, right? Chicago, let me see, CME. Metro Exchange, right? Chicago Metro Exchange, CME futures. And in doing so, these futures shift money and they decide whether it will go back into the cryptocurrency world, right? Or if that currency will shift back, right, into the government. So it's called pumping, I guess, the crypto world, or in fluctuating the liquidity into the cryptocurrency world. Well, it's scheduled, the CME futures is scheduled event to take place on February the 5th, right? So if CME decides to pump into Dogecoins, if the people decides to pump into Dogecoins, right? If the people and the CME pump into Dogecoins and cryptocurrencies, then we can see, even with Bitcoin, right? You can see that Bitcoin and Dogecoin can highly likely reach some record highs right now. Now, Dogecoin is currently at 2 cents. This is, a lot of people ask me, where do I purchase my Dogecoin from? It's very difficult right now to get that off of Robinhood, right? To get that off Robinhood. And so Dogecoin, I use Voyager. So if you use Voyager and you download the app, and at least invest at least a minimum of $100, you'll receive $25 of free Bitcoin, right? So you can receive free Bitcoin. You have to use the code 2DD43D and or this link, right, to claim your Bitcoin. So you can purchase Dogecoin on there, but you get $25 worth of free Bitcoin, right? Worth of free Bitcoin. This is where I personally purchase my Dogecoins. I've heard of one other additional app that you can use, which I think is Upload, but Upload does not offer provide the opportunity to get free Bitcoin with it, right? And so I like Voyager for that reason. The second reason that I love Voyager is because it has the highest right now on their personal coin. Voyager has the highest return on investment. I mean, just astronomical pricing. Let me see. The last time I looked at Voyager, and it's called VGX coin, it has just exploded in the last couple of days. Today alone, the VGX coin has a 45% return on its holdings. So if you hold the Voyager VGX coin, 45%, as well as Voyager also can also position you to get daily interest, right? Daily interest. So I love Voyagers for those reasons, right? I also can position you to get daily interest on some of the other cryptocurrency that you can hold. So let me pull that up as well. You can see their daily interest chart, for example. So let me blow that up. It's looking a little small. So for example, if you hold your Bitcoin and Voyager, I think this is the largest it'll get. Oh, well, you hold Bitcoin and Voyager. It also informs you of the required monthly average that you have to hold. It's a daily interest of 5.5%, right? Or you're earning interest on that. Ethereum, for example, 4% interest. And you have to hold zero point 0.5 monthly average of Ethereum. So, or you are purchasing crypto where you are positioning yourself to also get passive income. Then you have Chainlink, right? 2.5% interest rate. The monthly require is 10 Chainlink. I love Chainlink as well because it's also decentralized. I went over videos discussing what or informing you all what a decentralized network is, right? So I love decentralized. DeFi finance simply means you take out the middleman. You take out the middleman and you work directly with fintech companies also for your credit needs, right? As well. So I love decentralized. It's private, but it has no company or no person or no middleman, which really wipes out the fees. Doesn't even require government issue ID, right? So many people feel that this gives you free from the government. Also, if you have XLM in here, 1% interest. So if there are others, this is just a snapshot. ADA, Cardano, you get 3% interest, but you have to have the monthly requirements. So those are the perks of Voyager, why I like Voyager, and also the opportunity to get up that passive income. I don't know what's going on with my live streams. 1 minute I'll see that 45 people are live, and the next minute I change the screen and it has 190 something. So I don't know what's accurate, but it does matter, right? I'd rather speak to thousands or hundreds than 40 or 50. But hey, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. If it's 40 or 50, we're gonna roll, we're gonna teach. Just like it's 400 or 500 people. So I just don't know. Every time I switch screen, it keeps giving me different numbers. So again, this is the Voyager. Use code 2DD43D and you get $25 worth of free Bitcoin. You can get your Dogecoin, and you can also have the opportunity to get interest paid. Sean says, hello, Queen. Let's not forget The Economist, right? Magazine published on January the 8th, 1988, where they're letting us know where the world economy or currency was heading. Sean, I do like that. Sean, you're like the only person that's not a Patreon that I still will show um, your comments, right? And I will show the people what you were talking about. And Sean, why haven't you become a Patreon, right? Why haven't you become a Patreon? So let's look at the Economist magazine, 1988. In 1988, people, again, this is 2021, showing a one world currency, and it will be a one world currency. So when people want to get in the debate, well, what will be the reserve currency? I really don't get into that. I just research my cryptocurrency, right? I research the cryptocurrency and I make an educated and informed decision, Sean. Let me see if I can pull this cover up to show it bigger. But I make an educated and informed decision on the cryptocurrencies out of the 8,000 that I deem as legit. So let's share this with you all because this is great information that, okay, Sean. Yes, you all, please hit the thumbs up, right? It will be peer-to-peer transactions, but also global to global transactions now, right? Global to global transactions as well. Decentralized, right? No more commercial banks in the future. Banking will be in a different form. All right, let me see. So it's a smaller image, but let's go with it. This is the article. The 1998, it says one world currency by 2018. In 1988, Bitcoin is just the beginning. So in 1988, the Economist put out "Get Ready for a World Currency." The cover of that issue is a picture of a phoenix standing on a pile of burning cash with gold colored coin hanging around its neck. The coin says 10 Phoenix and is dated 2018. Phoenix is obviously a hypothetical currency. I don't know. That Phoenix currency looked like a lot like XLM to me. Now that's just my opinion. A lot of XRP people said it looked like XRP. But if you look at XLM Stellar design and you look at this design, I'll try to blow it up. It looks a lot like XLM to me. Phoenix is obviously a hypothetical currency, but more important, it's a symbolism. I look everywhere, think of to find who actually honored this article, couldn't find the information anywhere. So The Economist is a British financial magazine. Now, if you all know anything about the British was the first to remove or unpeg or disconnect their currency from gold. And this is where the United States got the idea concept from, to remove the dollar from the gold standard. So the Phoenix is also a British financial magazine based in London, right? Owned by the Economist Group. The Economist Group is in turn owned by a family, Cadbury, right? It's owned by a collective amount of families, right? For anyone who don't know, and also by the Rothschilds. So the Rothschilds are the richest, wealthiest family on this planet Earth. They have their hands in every central banking system. Almost every country is in debt to these people, to these collective groups of families, right? The Rothschilds are the most well-known or most popular known, right? So their first real fortunes was made by financing both sides of wars, right? Then both sides of World War One. So they don't have any loyalty to any nation, right? And they are the driving force behind this new world order. So what was this, 30 years ago? No, I don't know, 1918, right? So, but the article is pretty much suggesting that by 2018, all consumers believe that Bitcoin, they thought Bitcoin would be this currency as well, would be the world reserve currency. And it might be. Bitcoin is already accepted in Venezuela. But what people don't understand, although Bitcoin can be accepted into every country right now, it's going to only be for the elite people. That's why Bitcoin is approximately, 34,000 US dollars right now, right? So Bitcoin will be the most dominating, in my opinion, coin, in my opinion. But there are other blockchains and cryptocurrencies that's also exploding and taking off on the scene every day, right? So blockchain technology is a tool for you all. It could be a weapon, and in the right hands, it can do wonderful things for you all and mankind, right? So that's why I'm coming before you all. I'm telling you about the different cryptocurrency, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to do your research and to do your due diligence. Now, I also saw an article about Dogecoin that I thought was very well, not an article, it's actually a YouTube video about Dogecoin joins Flare Network. And I really like this because it gives Dogecoin some type of purpose or utility, right? And what I mean by that is Dogecoin was actually created as a joke, just have a dog flying to the moon. And just 2 weeks ago, I think someone asked me about Dogecoin. And I think the highest, I don't know what its all time high is. I can look it up. And I was like, no, I'm not, I wouldn't be interested in Dogecoin. It has, has no purpose, no utility. I do my research and do my due diligence, right? Thank you so much, Sean. Hello. Just saw your comments. Okay, glad you're tuned in. But Dogecoin has some utility now, right? Sean says Bitcoin is decentralized and is trustless. Why is Bitcoin trustless, Sean, in your opinion? Why is Bitcoin trustless, right? Because Ethereum and also these other altcoins and cryptocurrencies are decentralized as well, right? It's decentralized as well. Minnesota says correct currency backed by gold and silver in the country where you live. I don't really know what you're talking about with that statement, but I can tell you that there are cryptocurrency definitely backed by physical gold, right? There are cryptocurrencies backed by physical gold. Again, you can go to my website, fixmycreditandcash.com. I've listed that cryptocurrency and provided some financial education and information behind it, right? And just go to fixmycreditandcash.com and get the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Crypto report, right? The Queen of Coins or the Queen of Crypto report. And so I can share my screen and just show you all what that report looks like right now. For a small investment that can bring you back millions on your return, the Queen of Coins. Again, the discussion is that silver will reach maybe $1,000 an ounce by this year, right? The next target is for silver, not only physical silver, but the mining stocks. For the people that targeted GameStop, that will cause the suppression of silver to be done away with because silver is greatly underpriced or has been oppressed to keep it low. That silver is not priced at its value right now. So you can buy or purchase silver, invest in silver for about $25 an ounce, and which will then be almost $30 an ounce when you look at the spot price, right? So the spot price is whatever the price the dealer, how many dollars over the current value, what the value of silver at $25 an ounce is currently and the spot price may be just $5 more, right? They have to give a little profit for themselves some type of way. So that's called the spot price. So the Queen of Crypto report, Cash to Crypto 30-page report, it lets you know what cryptocurrency is backed by physical gold. Again, I have heard that Ethereum and Bitcoin is backed by physical gold. I'm not sure, but there's also another altcoin on there as well that I've heard that is backed by physical gold. So, but I know this one that's on my report, factual, is back. Then you have the Queen of Coins Silver Stacking report. It's $35 for one report, $60 for both. Because you will be purchasing through Cash App, please include your name and email so that I can email that report to you, right? So I can email that report to you. So that's at fixmycreditandcash.com. Let me read some comments. Okay, I'm reading some comments, but they're not on my Patreon, so I'm not going to highlight them, right? So I'm not going to highlight them, but do appreciate you coming. All right, this is where I left off at. Flare Network, this was January 28th as well, right? January 28th as well. Hey, breaking news, they welcomed Dogecoin. They did not just welcome Dogecoin, it also welcomed um, Litecoin and XRP, right? XRP.
Welcome back, Flare community. Breaking news today regarding the latest F asset to be integrated into the Flare network. Welcome, Dogecoin and the Dogecoin community. Dogecoin is the third asset to be integrated into the Flare network, following both XRP and Litecoin. This gives Dogecoin an abundance of new use cases in the future, which is currently lacking. Doge holders will be able to interact with the Ethereum virtual machine, gaining access to smart contracts and decentralized finance applications. Dogecoin will now be known for more than just being a meme coin. Upon the launch of the Flare network, Dogecoin will benefit from additional utility, which I imagine will be gladly embraced by the Doge community. This is beneficial to Dogecoin holders in addition to Spark holders, as the demand for Spark will increase, which will inevitably increase the price. Creation of F assets require the underlying asset, for example Dogecoin, in addition to Spark, to be used as collateral. The ecosystem is evolving fast. I'm extremely excited for the future, and I hope that you are too. You may be aware of my stance regarding new F assets. I welcome them with open arms. If you would like to know why additional F assets are advantageous to Spark holders, then please check out the video linked above.
Okay, so that's just a quick video I saw on YouTube on the 28th. Today's the 30th, so what was it? Thursday, about Dogecoin being added to the Flare network, right? Carla says, I've been on my game. Get the info, been catching up. Thank you so much. So that's Dogecoin, right? This is the picture while the video was playing. But I know people are saying things about Bitcoin. This is my thing about it, right? I think people that didn't get in at Bitcoin at a low price really, really is hate the word. I don't know, hate on Bitcoin or whatever. But let me tell you this: Bitcoin is the godfather of all this, right? Bitcoin 65% mining from China. All of big whales and companies, whales are big companies or organization, are holding or have hold Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is safer than credit cards. So if all the big companies and whales are holding Bitcoins, you mean everyday middle class people know more than these big companies and whales, right? So hey, Bitcoin is definitely in my portfolio as well, right? Bitcoin is definitely in my portfolio as well, but you gotta love Dogecoin. I mean, just look. The dog is too cool not to love, right? Man, Dogecoin is just really getting to be the people's coin, right? So as of right now, Doge is at, I think it was at 2 cents. right? It went up 7 or 8 cents, and people became thousandaires. Some people millionaires, depending on how many shares of Doge that they held. And again, I put the link in this description of where you can hold Dogecoin and also get $25 of free Bitcoin if you at least get $100 worth. So that's my Voyager app. I know it's glaring, can't really see it, but Doge is still at 2 cents, right? So it only takes, if it can get to $1, right? In the last hour, Doge has increased 6.2% on the interest. Now, my second coin that I want to discuss, cryptocurrency under $1, is VChange, right? It's VChain. And again, I'm really not sharing a lot of comments, or I'm not going to highlight it. If you're not a Patreon, but someone says XLM is my favorite, I'll go with XLM, right? Because XLM is 3 cents, and VChain is, you can get XLM on Voyager too, right? I love XLM as well because it's the people's money, right? XRP is supposed to be the bank's XLM, but XLM is definitely the people money. However, if you've been keeping up with Acon, for example, XLM, Stellar is also in that network. And me personally, I think the Economist of 1988 project is showing VChain. I would try, let me see if I can pull up that cover again. But XLM also connects banks as well, payment systems, and individuals. As I try to pull this up, you can send dollars with XLM, pesos, and what I think is the top dog is Bitcoin. You can send dollars, pesos, and Bitcoin with XLM, right? Dollars, pesos, and Bitcoins with XLM. So you see the symbol on this 1988, the Economist report, a British magazine. I just discussed this. And to me, that looks like XLM and Stellar. Now, that's just my humble opinion. Some other people had did Photoshop, but it shows you that the dollar is burning. Cash will be trash. Dollar devaluated under the Phoenix feet. This is 1988, right? And again, all of these allow you, if it's nothing else, to be outside the banking system. But that looks like Stellar XLM to me. I mean, that's just my opinion. But again, right, you still can get that, the people's monies, the pesos, the Bitcoin, and euros, right, through XLM, right, through XLM. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to give you all financial advice. I'm only here to discuss VChain, XLM. For many people, they may not be able to get XRP, right? Yeah, XRP and XLM are like twins. XRP, Blue Marvel, they are, and therefore it's still right now or low pricing, right? But again, a lot of people may not be able to get XRP, or they may question XRP because it's under scrutiny with the SEC, the Security Exchange Commission, right? But XRP had big gains today, 40% for those people who held their XRP. So good things. Wow, Latasha says she took profits at 5 cents. So I guess she's talking about the Dogecoin. So I hope she got in at maybe 2 cents or 1 cent, right? And you're right, Sam Sims. VChain is a very, very strong product. So let me go to VChain right now. But let me read this other comment. I don't think the system is going to use Bitcoin uses too much electricity, the U.S. is going to use a coin. I don't. That's not true. We are at China's mercy right now. China has more physical gold. China is the leader of technology. I was just discussing this last night. The United States is probably 10 years or more behind China. And President Biden just signed an executive order, which I don't really understand that executive order because his executive orders have no numbers behind them. I've never seen executive orders like that. But he just signed executive orders to buy America. And so you have all these jobs that's leaving America going to China because why pay someone in America 15 cents an hour to do the job when you can pay somebody in China 5 cents? Like steel production, right? We was having this conversation last night. So China has always led us in technology. And like I told the people that I was having this conversation with, if in 1971, President Nixon, right, did not remove the dollar from the gold standard, if he chose not to remove the dollar from the gold standard, and if that would have forced America to make better products, it would have made us better manufacturers and producers because at that time we were receiving more imports of goods than exports. So, like with China, we was receiving more Toyotas, right? More Volkswagens. Who makes Volkswagens? Not China. It's another country. And it made us. We did not. We are not the leading industry in development of goods. And so you're going to see. Let me share this because I talk to a lot of people. If I can find the text, and I text a lot of people, you're going to see the United States looking more like China. Let me share this article if I can find it. It says Ford adds made in China label to Mustang. So we are not definitely. Now, will we have a trade and currency war with China? We might. But the United States is going to look more like Chinatown everywhere. We're going to look more like China. We are not the leading producers. That's why China GDP, gross domestic product, is higher than the United States, even with this C virus, right? And so for people that want to have that belief system, then they can. But China owns us right now. If I can say it in layman's terms, they pretty much have us by the, you know what, kahunas. So let me share with this. Someone asked to see the link to my YouTube Patreon channel. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and want to become a Patreon member and not to just expect free information like a lot of people do, right? So this is the link to my Patreon channel on YouTube. So thank you so much. It's only $9.99 a month, right? Sean, and that's why we have green energy. So thank you so much ahead of time. They are building BTC mining in Texas, Rockdale. That's equivalent to China's mining cost, right? So don't 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 count Bitcoin out. It's the Godfather. Bitcoin is not going anywhere, and I think a lot of people want Bitcoin to fail just because they didn't get in early. You could have got in last year at $3,000, right? $3,000, right? John, where do you have Singularity Net? Where do you purchase Singularity Net, John? Because I do agree with you, but I can't find an app, right, to get Singularity Net. So, John, let me know what app can you purchase that crypto from, if you don't mind. I would appreciate it. So here it is, Wall Street Journal, right? I shared this with my friend Guy. He's ex-military. He wanted to go back and forth with me about United States is not going to let China come in and take over. And notice all of these articles that I'm sharing with you all, they're dated January 28th. January 28th. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025 A lot of these articles, information was exposed January 28th. Ford adds made in China label to the Mustang that many have known to be the American car. Ford Motor Company will build its Ioniq Mustang vehicles in China. See, a lot of these companies are moving over there for the first time, this company said on Thursday, as it tries to reconnect with Chinese customers. The locally built Mustang Mach E4's flagship electronic vehicle, which recently went on sale in the U.S., will now be available in China later this year and challenge for a share of Chinese high-end EV market, according to the company's statement. That's fast becoming a crowded space. Earlier this month, Tesla started delivering its locally built Model Y, the second year vehicle after the Model 3 produced at its Shanghai factory also this month. Volkswagen AG said it will soon begin delivering the first EV products also produced in China. So no, we're down in global domestic products. China is leading us in technology and production. Okay, John, I see it. Thank you so much. Let me make sure I write that down. You said, okay, KuCoin Exchange or Singularity Next app. Okay, thank you. Because I have been doing, and people in my Patreon, I know I keep saying this, but I will do a video on Singularity Net so you all can understand that too. Because I like for people to know the why behind behind the why, not just people getting into things blindly, right? So again, this is my Patreon link. Thank you so much in advance, right? So yeah, you're going to see a lot more Chinatowns, right? You can also get Tron on Voyager. Latasha, you can also get Tron on Voyager as well. I shared their link, and you can get daily entries off of your holdings on Voyager. So yeah. And so Tron, what is the price of Tron right now? I don't think, and I never did get into VeChain because I keep looking at comments and getting distracted. But let's look at the cost of Tron right now. Again, Voyager, you definitely look into that VGX. It has been off the chain. Tron is another one on Voyager. It's under 3 cents. It's in the red right now. You know, again, I'm not your financial advice. I don't give financial advice. It's only produced in the last month about 17% return. But just know that Tron, the TRX, is also used for decentralized internet and gaming as well, right? So it's also decentralized internet and gaming as well, right? So if you want passive income and a daily interest paid to you on these assets, this is why I highly recommend Voyager if you're not getting that in your other apps, right? So VeChain allows manufacturers to add sensors such as RFIDs, tags to, guess what, people, I'm sorry, I said Volkswagen, but to BMW, Infinity, and LV into their products. LV, Louis Vuitton. So Louis Vuitton. So this is VeChain. It allows manufacturers to add these RFID chips, and physical silver too will be used as RFID chips, right? Recognition. Someone else made a statement about silver. Let me see that I thought. Thank you, Jesus. Now I'm just saying it. Volkswagen for Germany. Thank you so much. And Sean, until I find it. But someone said something interesting about silver. That I don't think I read out. I can't find it. I can't find it. By physical silver. XRP won't be the number one crypto in the world. Not in my opinion. I don't think so. XRP only duty or job is to connect the banks, and it's the only one that can connect banks, and with the contracts, make sure that people get you're right what they're supposed to get with the contract. Okay, here it is. Minnesota said people will need stronger, faster PCs. This will require a lot of silver. So physical silver will also be used for RFID chips along with VeChain, right? VeChain as well. Physical silver again, $1,000 an ounce. Don't sleep on silver. Physical silver. Don't ask me where to store any of my crypto or silver. I would not give that recommendation live, because if I tell you that, then you know where maybe I'm storing it. But for people that do ask, I will tell them this: where you store your physical silver in a vault. I store in the vault in Singapore. So you want to go to Singapore and try to find it, then right ahead. Definitely not getting that information about my cryptocurrency, right? So you have silver for Tesla, 5G Wi-Fi, refrigerators, catalytic converters, physical silver, not ETFs, phone batteries. People, when cryptocurrency comes into play, people will need their smartphones, right? And phone batteries. So yeah, I just had to find that about physical silver. So VeChain will do it on the RFID tags as far as authentication. Louis Vuitton, BMW, Infinity, make sure these things are authentic, and they will allow manufacturers to add these sensors and tags to their products, right? So that's VeChain is also pennies on the dollars right now. Let me see what Sean is talking about. Theta, let's get back to Theta. Crypto has also partnered with Samsung. They have a utility platform to help expand internet band by adding nodes to their TVs, which helps by everyone contributing to the bandwidth. Wow. I do have some Theta as well, so thanks for that information. That's all I want to share with you all. I think I went over XLM, XRP. We talked about physical silver. Again, if you want to get the Queen of Coins or crypto silver stacking report, whether it's just to support the information or the time that I take, right? Because let's be honest, I don't see a lot of black women, black and brown women, minority women talking about crypto, and definitely not credit on this channel, right? But I just thought it would be a disservice to my followers if I did. This is really a man's world. So if you order the crypto report, I do appreciate your support. If you become a Patreon member, I do appreciate your support, because the information that I'm sharing with you, this is not just regular information. This is information that can prepare you or position you to become millionaires or even thousandaires, right? So again, I broke down what blockchain was. I broke down what decentralized mean. Blockchain it's a global database, right? This is highly reliable, and it will change the world. It's tamper proof and bank vault in one vault. It's not public. Is everyone in the bank vault holds millions of assets. And so blockchain is high security. It will keep your records like car titles, property titles, marriage licensing, birth certificate, death certificate, government benefits. Blockchain will pay on your taxes. So at the end of the year, you don't have to have a tax preparer, a filer, or someone to file your taxes. It will give discounts to senior citizens and VAs. This is how the U.S. government is using blockchain, right? So that's what blockchain is for. Gwen, she's always doing this. Gwen, I pray that your cash flow increase, multiplies, not just increase, but it's, God doesn't know anything about addition. He only believes in multiplication, right? That's why everything is a fold. 30-fold, 60-fold, 100-fold. And in Deuteronomy, right? Let me find the scripture. I think it's Deuteronomy 1. It says 1,000-fold return. And so you have people that get into the cryptocurrency space, right, that have 1,000-fold return on their investment. So this is why I wanted to bring that, increase you 1,000-fold or 1,000 times more, because you have people that's getting this result. This is one of my favorite scriptures, and I'm going to, I guess I won't say pray this over Gwen, but definitely speak this over Gwen. Gwen, Deuteronomy, add this scripture in your portfolio somewhere. Keep it in your mind and in your heart, right? And recite this every day, right? This is what I want you to recite, that you are increased 1,000 times more. So don't ever think that you can't give a small amount and get thousands of returns in investment. So one of my favorite scriptures, Deuteronomy 1:11 says, Gwen, this is my prayer and wish for you, that the Lord, the God your Father, increase you and bless you 1,000 times more, right, as he has promised, right? Deuteronomy 1:11. Thank you, Jessica. We're getting into credit church. We're getting into credit church. So Gwen, thank you so much, right? Thank you so much. And I also appreciate you being a part of my Patreon, right? Yes, I am on Patreon. I put the link earlier in this in my comments. So just stroll through the comments. You want to become a member and support the channel and the Patreon, right? And yes, Sean, you can become your own bank with crypto, and you definitely can use credit, right? Not the bank's credit. We won't see commercial banks anymore, right? We won't see the traditional way of lending anymore, where you have to get approval through the middleman or your FICO score, right? Your FICO score has to give you approval. No more. If you have the right crypto, there's some crypto that will, the loan to value is up to 90%. 90%. Then you can get a loan, or you can get credit limit to, I would highly recommend to invest in more cryptocurrency, right? But that's the, and I may start a private community to teach people how to do credit to crypto. But I'm time restrained right now, so I'm not going to start it right now, right? I'm not going to start it right now. So again, decentralized financing takes out that middleman, but you have to have the asset. And this is why I got into studying cryptocurrency, because I soon found out, I started looking at it actually from a credit perspective, right? I started looking at it because I wanted to know, how would FICO 10? FICO 10 is going to be for the traditional people that they have not, that still needs their time to wait to wean away from the traditional system. That's going to be FICO 10, right? However, right now people are getting collateralized loans, right? And that's why it's so important for you to do your due diligence and to do your research. And I know a lot of people just say, well, I need to invest in things that's going to bring me immediate cash flow. I agree with that. But I also, a strategy that I use is to invest in cryptocurrency that I can collateralize and use my credit to invest, so that I'm just not a millionaire, that I will be a multimillionaire. And that's strategies that I won't teach live. I won't teach for $9.99 in my Patreon. I probably create a small community and put an investment price on there to teach those strategies. Yeah, all of the millionaires has pretty much left the United States, right? I'm going to share this with you all, and then I'm signing out. It's time for me to go to the gym and take care of my physical, right? Not just the financial, but I really like this video, and so I'm going to share it to you. I kind of combine a couple of videos with it, just so you all can get the message, right?
Want to see banks succeed in this new world order? We certainly want to see banks succeed in this new world order.
Hold on for a minute. This is probably where me and Sean won't agree. It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. No, it's about how much you make. You can't say that anymore when grocery prices are increasing, when we're going to deal with hyperinflation, what are you keeping anyway? You're keeping cash that's a devaluated product or asset, right? And how much you make has a lot to do with how much you're going to get in return. Even that's biblical. The Bible says if you sow little, you'll reap little. If you sow much, you'll reap much. And most people don't have but a little bit to sow or to give or to invest, right? But you can take your little and make it a lot. And that's why I want to do this video about cryptocurrencies that's under $1 right now. You can take your little, right, and make it a lot, right?
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it will be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. Workers are very clear as moving forward.
The new cars are gonna look nice though.
I got zeroed out my membrane. You keep calling me insane. Every single day, more XRP is what I claim. No more cash, no more cars, only QR code. No more proof of work. We running validated nodes. This is the life that I chose. They look at the cars, I look at the pros. I'm always bullish and it shows. Now you wanna ask about XRP? I'm not telling. I'm not. Now you want some of my XRP? I am not selling. It's not for sale. Honestly, I just wish you well, cause I'm XRP for well. I'm XRP for life, and that's forever. Can't you tell? I just keep on buying while they telling me to sell. The whole world gonna be shocked when XRP break out its shell, and that's when we prevail. I'm XRP for well. I'm XRP for life, and that's forever. Can't you tell? I just keep on buying while they telling me to sell. The whole world gonna be shocked when XRP break out its shell, and that's when we prevail. XRP taking the lead, coming quick with institutional speed. XRP giving the go to proceed. Don't listen to FUD, I never even sleep. Trying to tell them, but I know they don't care. ODL, from nothing compared. Back in the day, I was willing to share. Now I don't have any left to spare. Saw some liquidity on demand. Try to tell them, but they don't understand. Holding my ledger right here in my hand. See the signs, it was already planned. Digital economy, it's already here. I'm talking about the moon, they think I majored in astrology. Haters talking trash, I think they majored in garbology. Focus on my future, so I invest in technology. Number one is where we ranking. Come on. And if you don't have XRP, then I do not know what you thinking. This the time, this the year, this the place to be. Hard and strong all day long, doing it faithfully. Keep that negative energy far away from me. It's not our fault that we seeing something that you can't see. I got my hands on some on-demand liquidity, and I'ma hold on to it now into infinity. It's the greatest wealth transfer the world will ever see. But I'm not talking, I'm about to go buy me more XRP, cause I'm...
All right, so he said it's the greatest wealth transfer this world will ever see, and he has his hands on some other man's liquidity. Now that's XRP chips, I think. Yeah, on YouTube, that's his video. He's all in, all for XRP. But again, I think XRP is connected banks. It's not the people's money. It's going to be cross payment for the banks as well. But again, only 1%, right? Only 1% will survive out of the thousands of cryptocurrencies. And so that's why I give you a financial education. Thank you so much, Kate Walker, for becoming a new Patreon. Singularity Net is definitely one I want to do this video on. So let me go to the gym come back, upload that for my Patreon channel. And I guess since John has let me know, I'll look at how to get that also through Q coin or some other coin. But again, I did not put it on my Queen of Crypto report just because I didn't know where you can purchase that at. So I will make that informative education videos for my Patreon members. I'm signing out, you all. Listen, here's to your health and your wealth, your credit and your crypto and your cash flow. Also, peace and prosperity. Peace, Sean. Thank you so much. And Sean, thank you so much for always bringing your intellectual knowledge to the show. I don't take that lightly. This is for everybody that join in live, whether you're watching this live in the replay. Deuteronomy 1:11 is for you. May the Lord, the God of your fathers, increase you 1,000 times. 1,000 times, right? We're going to have some thousandaires, millionaires, and multimillionaires, and bless you as he has promised. That's my prayer and peace offering over you. And people, just remember, give. Thank you so much, you all. Give, and it shall be given unto you. If you want it to be given unto you, then give, 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 give. You got to grow money. You got to give money, and you have to guard your money as well, right? Grow money, give money, guard your money as well. I put this Patreon link in here somewhere. Let me scroll up. Oh, this is it. This is the Patreon. No, it's not. This is the first article that I shared. Where's the Patreon link? I don't know. It's in my comments somewhere, right? I can't really find it, but it is in my comments somewhere. So we will discuss. Okay, I found it. Singularity Net on the Patreon channel, and this is the link to support the channel and become a sponsor. Thank you all so much. Again, thank you, Kay Walker, for becoming a new member, and JB, looking forward to you joining as well. Queen of Credit, might as well say, crypto out.